and today we are continuing our playthrough of Descent into Avernus. Alright. So, hey!
Yes.
Just coming back. Hey. It's like, hey, there he is! Alright, so just to catch up, during our last session, we have completely cleared out the Dungeon of the Dead 3, and as we were working our way through, we came across Mortlock Van Thamper. He said he was of the Patriarch Van Thamper family, and that he alleges that his mother is hiring the Dead 3 cultists to wreak havoc throughout the city, and that this is all part of this nefarious scheme that she's wrought in order to gain more power and control over Baldur's Gate. He also said that if you wanted to find proof of this, then to investigate his brother at one of the taverns that his brother owns, which was the Low Lantern, or that you could probably find evidence at the Van Thamper family estate before he buggered off to go hide because assassins were trying to kill him. And that is where we ended the session. So that you guys were just leaving the Dungeon of the Dead 3 after resting up, I would assume. You guys were just leaving the Dungeon of the Dead 3. You have all this new information. So now, what do we do with it?
Well, we were also mugged by the agents of Tiamat.
That's right. That's right. Inside the Dungeon of the Dead 3, you found there was this massive hoard of coins and wealth, and the party was like, woohoo, and they wanted to keep it all, but then you didn't get to keep any of it. It all went bye-bye. Because these cultists of Tiamat showed up, seeming to materialize out of the ground, and then they said that the money belonged to their queen, and that they would hurt you bad if you didn't give it back. Thanks for the resub, Den Ryoku. How you doing?
Perhaps Van Thampers were funding the cults with that money from the hoard of the queen. Somehow.
They did mention that the money was stolen, but there was no mention of how it was stolen.
Well, it's Baldur's Gate, so...
Good, man. I'm real good.
I'm sure there's many a way that you can acquire coin in a dishonest fashion.
I should probably get my notes open.
Well, it was a huge hoard of it, and it was from the cult of Tiamat, which is, no slouch.
Oh, that's a Van Thamper villain.
That sounds too.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, we understand, under my understanding, we're investigating a pub now?
That's the house.
Well, it's probably best to go to the pub first, because assaulting a high noble's estate in the middle of the town might be a larger job.
I believe we might want to report to Zaj.
Yeah, at least to tell him that we finished the job, so he can say, I don't get anything.
Yeah.
If it's all the same, I'd like to take some time to restock my wares.
Agreed.
We do have some things to sell as well.
Oh, that's right. We have a moonstone.
2 to be exact.
And some beans.
Oh, yeah.
Magic beans.
Do not touch those beans. Do not taste them. Do not suck on them.
Oh, we found them in the heart of the mummy. How bad can they be?
Cowboy baked beans. Here we go.
An ethereal voice begins to talk to you inside your mind. Eat the beans. Do it.
I have to know, did we ever do anything else with that axe, or did we end up leaving it alone?
No, we ran the hell away.
We
Okay,
left
cool,
it.
Cool. Well, I think we're all taking some time to refresh our wares.
Okay.
If we have the time, it might be a smart idea to give Avernus a little more time to rest so he can get over his resurrection.
You would have taken a long rest, so the penalty should have been decreased already.
Okay.
From 4 to 3, right?
No, from 3 to 2.
Oh,
It was already 3.
all right. Well, it's still at -3.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
so,
more like
so click the little cogs and then change them to 2s.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking more like taking whatever time is necessary for him to be up to 100%. I mean, if we have that time.
Yeah, that too. I could use my spells back.
You've taken a long rest. Everybody should have all the resources.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Would I have feasibly had enough time to perhaps craft another batch of ammunition?
I have to say you've taken a long rest one more time. How long does it take you to craft ammunition?
They don't have a timetable that. They just have a gold cost per batch of ammunition. So I figured they leave that up to the DM.
Yeah, you can spend time during a long rest crafting ammunition.
Awesome.
What I meant by additional rest is getting Asmus where he has no disadvantages. No.
But let me ask you a question. Because that would take 2 more long rests and or 2 more days. With the Van Thampors supposedly, allegedly, we can't say for certain yet, with this alleged plot against the city of Avernus and all of the hundreds of lives that are being lost, do we have 2 days to wait?
That's what I asked.
Probably not.
It's all right. I'll be a little weaker, but it's all right.
Well, perhaps we start investigating and looking further into this. We're all rested up. We got some good night's sleep.
Hey, GM.
Yes.
What's the local ground made of?
The what?
The road, like pavement, stones.
Stone. Yeah. If you're
Okay.
in the middle of the street, it would be like cobblestone.
Alright, no worries. Just wondering if it's like dirt roads and crap like that.
Really strange question. I'm wondering what you're thinking. But don't tell me.
I
It might be
don't-
more fun to find out later.
I'm not thinking about anything. I don't know.
Yeah, what? Who thinks? God, get out of here.
I know, right?
So, long rest, and then what would be the plan?
Should we talk to Zaj first and then go investigate the pub, or vice versa?
I believe he has probably been waiting long enough to hear back from us that we should probably go talk to
Yes.
him first.
We should go
All
talk
right.
to him first.
Let's go.
But after Zaj, there is one small errand I would ask that all of you allow me to take. I need
Sure.
an hour, and I need to get to an area with a brass brazier.
Okay.
You were in the dungeon. There were braziers all over the place. You could have probably
Oh,
just
okay.
taken one
Can we
and
say-
completed it during the long rest.
Okay, can we say it's already done?
Yep.
Okay, great. So after we came out of the dungeon, you saw the lair has a new friend. He's got a little blue pseudo dragon on his shoulder.
Nice.
It can't speak, but it can hiss and make all sorts of cute little noises. And it's basically another character that the GM can play.
Heyo.
Fantastic.
You can scout for us.
Yeah.
And I would like to scratch underneath its chin.
Hey, maybe it'll like it, maybe it won't. I don't know.
I don't mind.
It's up to the GM. I'm not playing it.
What?
Oh, I
You're
was just
familiar as an extension of you, You get to determine how it's going to react.
Oh, okay. Well, it would like
Up
it.
to the GM.
It
Get
likes
that
to be
shit out of
pampered.
here.
Oh hell yeah! All right, we decide on Zodge then.
I believe so.
Yep. Let's
Zodge
go.
it is.
Okay. When you approach the Basilisk Gate, we're gonna change the scenery. When you approach the Basilisk Gate, you see that the scene is slightly different from before. There's still the gates are shut. There's a large amount of refugees outside, and looking outward, you can see that the violence has been tempered. Mostly because the flaming fist guarding the gates, their numbers have doubled or tripled. There's a very large military presence here, and Captain Zodge is currently walking along the ranks, giving out orders to the men standing watch.
All right. Who wants
Should
to
we
get
bug
shouted
him?
Like always, I'm gonna leave the talking to you, Godric. Perhaps, or wait, no, what's his name? What's it's
at? Zarian, right?
Goliath. Zarian. It's not Godric. Yeah, that's your. Perhaps Zarian has a better standing with Zodge.
Oh yeah, he should definitely speak to him.
I could attempt to talk to him. And
Well.
I suppose Zarian will begin approaching Zodge.
All right, he seems oblivious to you. He's too focused on the numbers in front of him.
Well, I will walk up right next to him, stand at attention, and go, "Sir, we have something to report, sir."
He whirls around and looks in your direction, kind of shocked. So soon? All right. Well,
Yes.
What is it?
I didn't hear the last part.
He said, "What?"
Yeah, well, out with it, man. What do you have to say?
The nature of what we have to report is extremely sensitive, sir, and I feel like we should probably find somewhere private.
You see, his face gets very stern. Not out of anger, but you can see his eyes narrow, and he kind of looks over his shoulders. All right. Meet me in my quarters.
Yes, sir. And I will then turn to the, I guess, crowd of refugees sitting out front still, I suppose, and say something along the lines of, "Instead of standing here, why don't you try to seek refuge in the outer city? It's dangerous, but it's got to be better than standing out here in the middle of nowhere." And then walk away.
Kiss ass.
Oh, that was the...
I'm kidding. To the private quarters.
Okay.
Let's go.
You move into Zodge's tent, and as before, there's enough standing room for everybody to be within the tent. But there's only like 2 chairs at a small table that has a map of Baldur's Gate sprawled out over it. Hey, the real Zenix, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate
Thank you for
welcome to family.
stepping away from your busy day to listen to this, sir.
Yes. So tell me, what have you found?
Well, upon eradicating every possible threat that we could, we eventually came across the leader of the Cult of Baal fighting with a son of the Van Thamper family. The leader was able to escape before we could properly engage him. But upon a conversation with the son of the Van Thampers, it seems that the cult allegedly is being funded by their
Hi,
family
boys.
through one of
I'm
their
glad you're
sons.
enjoying yourself.
And also, that the disappearance of the leader of the Flaming Fist and the destruction of, what was that city's name?
El Terrell.
Altarian.
El Toro, is all been caused due to the schemes and mechanizations of the matron, the Duke,
Van
what is
Thamper.
it? Duke Van Thamper.
He
Now-
turns his back to you and starts pacing inside the tent, stroking at his beard. Those are quite some hefty allegations you make.
Indeed.
Other than this man, which son was it? By the by, the Van Thampers are a fairly large family. Who is the source of this information?
His name was Mortlock. He attested to have working with the Van Thampers in this plot until he was allegedly betrayed. And I guess that's why we saw him fighting the cultists in the underneath
We have
the
to
bathhouse.
proceed with caution.
Yes.
Mortlock is already at ends with the Van Thampers. They'll just discredit anything he says as an attack on the family name.
That is true.
Without any real proof, I can't dare accuse a patriarch.
Well, we
He did
have a
give us a
couple of
lead.
leads.
What leads do you have?
I will let you take over if you wish. You must be better at talking than I am.
No, it's fine. I was just chiming in. We have a couple of leads. One at the estate of one of the other sons, and one at the what was the tap house or the pub?
The Low Lantern.
It's a local tavern that he often
Local
goes to.
tavern.
Ah, that would be Emric. That is the Duke's favorite son. You know, if we were able to capture him, that would make quite a bargaining chip when we were to encounter the Duke herself.
Would we
Right.
have your protection if we assaulted and captured this son? He is the son of a great patriarch.
He stops abruptly and looks up, as if you asking that question has made him realize something. No. If you guys are caught investigating the Van Thampers, I could not acknowledge any affiliation with you. You would put all of my ranks at risk, and anybody that is still loyal to older Ravengard would... No. This would be purely Black Ops, clandestine mission. And if you were to get captured, you can't... I would disavow any knowledge of our arrangement. Because if you get caught, then maybe I can send another group, and another. We can't allow this to continue. But if I get caught,
Understood.
everything is lost.
Cue the Mission
Understood.
Impossible music.
Ding, 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 ding.
As a side note, we have also learned that it is mainly through Amric that the cults have been funded, and also that, what was it? We did find a mass hoard of treasure while we were down there.
Well,
That
the
mainly-
patriarchs are very wealthy. That's not unusual.
But it didn't seem to come from the patriarchs. Much of the gold and artifacts that we found was based around the cult of Tiamat. And once we exited the underbelly of the bathhouse with this treasure, we were confronted by cultists of Tiamat, who swiftly took all of it from us upon threat of our lives.
Cult of the Dragon. Here? How very unusual. I thought their force is broken at the well. Ah,
The well.
there was an event quite some time ago. The Cult of the Dragon was enlisting aid from the Thayans, and they were trying to amass a great horde to lure Tiamat back to the material plane. They failed. Their force is ransacked and broken by a group of adventurers, but I wouldn't expect to see them here.
It appears that the Van Thampers, someone, or allied with them, stole the treasure that we came upon from the Cult of Tiamat, and the Cult of Tiamat wanted it back.
Very strange. But did they recover the treasure?
Yes, it was either give them the treasure or we would have all died.
They recovered a portion of the treasure.
Well, we have too many problems to attend to already. We still have the refugees spreading the flaming fist thin, and then there's this mess with the Van Thampers. Hopefully, if the Dragon Cultists have what they were after, maybe they have since left the city.
We can only hope.
I
On a
suppose
final-
if we're doing this mission incognito, you'll want your badges back?
We can just hide them.
Yeah, I would hang on to them for now. They could still be of use to you.
Of a final note, we saw many people being tortured. Most of these people were either minor nobles or staff that worked for the nobles or the patriarchs of the city. We deduced that the reasoning for this was that they were torturing them for information to find weaknesses in the defenses of the houses of the patriarchs, so that the houses can either be assaulted or picked off. That we are not sure of.
Well,
But
that correlates with what you've told me. If the Van
Yes.
Thampers are making a bid for control, they would want the other noble families under their thumb.
indeed,
They have to be stopped.
Aye.
what
We
should
are
we do
losing
once
daylight.
we have captured Amrit?
Oh, if you can get him alive, you should bring him to me. If you can't take him alive, I would hide that fact. If we can keep that secret from the Duke, it'd still be a powerful bargaining chip.
Do you happen to have a black bag?
He looks at you, and he's like, a bag, no, but he opens up a trunk next to his bed, and he takes out a large black cloak. I have this.
If we are able to capture him alive, we will cover him with this to conceal his identity and bring him to you.
Sounds good to me.
That is all I have to report. Thank you for your time, sir. And he will step away from Captain Zaj.
We will return only if we gain information or Emmerich.
Talion will enthusiastically salute Zaj and then head out of the tent.
Was that a sarcastic salute?
It was.
I like it.
All right, to the tavern.
I have one question about the city. Do they have banking? They have banks?
Sure.
Because I thought it might be a good idea if we put all of our badges in a safe deposit box, or whatever they have equivalent of, so that if we're captured, or in any other way taken, that they don't find those badges on us and know exactly who we're associated with.
So you know what? I think if we're captured, we're gonna die. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they'll just deny all plausibility anyway. Plus, how am I supposed to tell people I'm a sheriff?
If you don't have a badge, that's right.
Hmm.
I believe that we should make an effort to at least sell our goods.
Agreed.
I
I'm
guess
not really sure what to do with moonstones,
Don't taste them.
A
That's one
jeweler.
thing.
but I do think that these books that we have could sell for a pretty high price.
Yes, I do have those mage books that are useless to me, but I'm sure we're a surprising wizard.
So
Look for vendors.
there's vendors everywhere.
Perhaps we should find a wizard.
Over. That might be more difficult. But as you
How about a jeweler?
as you walk the streets, like you can see that the reputation for Baldur's Gate is very true. It is a place of commerce and trade. There are stalls that line the streets, and there are shops that pop up in every direction. But at every merchant, every vendor, you get the distinct impression that you should be very, very careful with where you place your coin, and that many of the prices don't exactly reflect the quality of the goods.
Alright, is there any chance of finding somebody about who would buy a couple of gems?
Sure,
Be a jeweler.
Only jewelers like shiny things, I guess?
Well, they might recognize the value of it more than a huckster on a, in a cart.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to look for specific vendors, or just going to walk up to someone on the road?
Hopefully finding somebody who is like specifically selling these kind of bits of things, so maybe that they would buy it. Actually, maybe no. Maybe just somebody who's just general.
Well, as you walk around, like you can see most of the carts that line the roads. They'll have like a couple weapons hanging from the back wall. There's some jewelry and precious stones. There's little bits of like handmade crafted things. It's like a flea market, man. Everybody has a little bit of everything, and they all want you to buy from them and them alone.
Is there like a higher end area, something other than the bazaar, where we might find a clientele that might have more to spend?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip these guys off.
We might have to seek access into the upper city if we wish to do that.
I think that's the only place we're going to get fair price for these gems.
Fair price.
I was gonna say, just one of the like random stuff. Could I approach up to them and just see what they're selling?
Sure. Like I said, everything. These, he points to the weapons. He's like, "Do you need a scimitar? Or how about some jewelry? I've got some fine silver wares, or rare reagents for all your spell casting needs." And he opens up like a tackle box with all these miniature compartments, and each one there's like some yellow powder and some crushed up stones, and there's what looks like bugs inside of a glass vial. He's like, everything you need, I have.
Oh,
I actually
nice.
would like to get some charcoal and some incense and some herbs from this guy for reagents.
I have everything you need.
Specifically 10 gold pieces worth in case I need to cast Find Familiar again.
Oh, but these are very, very rare and hard to find, sir. I could sell them to you, but I mean, I would need to have a markup for myself. Hardship due to lack of resources.
How much?
Oh, well, I can sell you all of these things for, let's say, 12 gold pieces.
That seems awfully high. How about 11?
11? But that doesn't cover my overage. Really, you won't find these incense and herbs anywhere else in the city.
Are you
Looks
sure
left
about
and
that?
right.
And turn around and point to the next stall. What about that guy over there?
Hey, that guy's a schmuck. Don't go and buy from Yeoman Gunter. He doesn't have the reagents that I do.
Maybe we should go over and
The other
ask.
guy starts shaking his fist. You be quiet, Franco!
Seems you not like Franco.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna immediately hear that. What say you, Yeoman Gunter?
I say, Franco is a liar and a crook. If you want to pay an honest wage for your goods, you come over here to me.
all right, Franco. Maybe I might ask him to see if he has these. You sure 11 is too much? It's too little.
He looks at you and he looks over at Franco, and then he starts scooping up all the items, and he's like, "Fine, give me the 11 coins."
Okay.
Make it 10.
He's already taken the coins out of his hand. He's like, "No,
Yeah.
So,
All right. Can we take that 11 gold out of the party treasure? Because I've got nothing on my character, and I don't really know what we have in party treasure.
I don't think we have any money in the way
No
of party
coins at
treasure.
I have 10 gold to my name.
Yeah, same here.
All right. It said there was a pouch in there that had 32 gold and 15 silver.
Was that already split up between us, or?
No, because I haven't spent anything.
No, it's just you guys haven't spent any of that. So take it out of the pouch. Nobody's claimed it. Yoink.
I'll take the 11 out of there.
I will edit the document to say 21 gold now.
Okay, great.
So, Sir Franco, do you buy various little bits of goods? I know you gotta make your markup and everything like that, but I got a nice few fine wares myself looking for sales.
Oh, for fuck's sake. If I can sell it, I'd be interested. What you have?
I have gems of the utmost highest quality, delved from dungeons far and wide.
Okay.
And he's gonna go pull out these 2 moonstones from his bag. These gems are from the eyes of a mummy themselves, clearly of much value.
Wow. Those are quite extraordinary.
Indeed.
How
I'm gonna
much
pitch in, trying to reinforce their value. Wait, I thought we weren't selling those.
Just wait a
Oh,
minute. I
no,
want to
don't
see.
listen to your friend. I will buy them.
They
I
are
would
extremely
like-
valuable. Don't just give them away.
How valuable?
That's what my thought was, Sir Franco. I have had a few bids and offers in around town, but I'd like to see what your offer would be, what your approximation would be, if I could say.
He narrows his eyes. He's like, no, I am a very skilled negotiator. If I tell you what I think the offer would be, you'll lie and say that you've had offers higher than that. So here's what we do. I will write down my offer on a sheet of paper. You will write down your offer on a sheet of paper. And then we will compare the two. Same time. Blind.
Constantine, I really think we should hang on to those. I mean, the sarcophagus was, heavily
I'm sorry,
guarded.
but I need to try this, if you don't mind. And does he have a piece of paper there?
Sure, he pulls out a scrap of parchment and he kind of holds up his hand to hide, what he's writing on the other side. And you see him scribbling furiously. Okay, I have my part written down.
I'm gonna write.
Just post it in the
30
game
gold
chat.
pieces each.
Well, Franco, of a man of honor, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a middleman here, and perhaps I take a look at yours and his without saying anything to either, and that way we're assured that you're both making a fair
Oh,
assessment on the paper.
it seems our assessments are very close, actually. You know,
Yes,
you
I
only
thought
lose
I'd
10 gold if you take my offer. I think that's still fair.
I think perhaps with your offer, I just thought I'd lowball you. If you just
Hold
because a few of the fellas in and around town, you know, with the gates being closed up, it's been a little bit of a hard on everybody.
Constantine,
tell
let's
you
ask
what.
his neighbor.
No, he's alright. Literally, mostly because they would have overheard this bit of a conversation. But, sir, to make it even for you, you can still make your markup. How about 40 gold pieces each?
Each?
Each, indeed.
What? I was offering you 50 for them both.
Okay, maybe I might have been a bit sly there. Give me 55.
What? Why would I 55 for the two of them?
I'm joking, it's 60.
No. You said 60 before. I offered 50. 55 is the middle. What kind of negotiator are you?
Offers off the table, and I'm
extremely
going to
hard
scoop him
one.
off the table into my hands.
Yes, let's go over to the other stall.
Yeah, perhaps we'll ask your neighbor.
You heard my friends, I suppose.
Fine. Take him to Eum and Gunter.
Gunter, my friend!
Gunter,
We're
Franco
friends now.
like you.
After you couldn't do business with that bastard Franco, now you're over here. Old Gunter,
Could do business with them. Not fair business.
We saved the goods for Gunter.
Oh? Well,
Indeed, and I'll lay them out on the table.
whoa. He pulls out, it's like a 3-inch tube, and it looks like it's made of crystal, but it's attached to like a black strap, which he promptly puts on his face. And then he takes this crystal and he looks real close at your stones. And as he's looking, he's like, "Oh yeah, those are pretty nice." Hey, Florix, how you
Taken
doing?
directly from a mummy's eyes.
Oh, and they're so clean.
Well, we cleaned them.
I polished them.
All right. Well, you know, if you're trying to sell these,
Of course.
well, I can't give you full price because I need to sell. You know, I have to be able to sell these and make a profit. You understand, I'm sure. But I can give you save with a 5% mark off the end price. I think probably 60 gold for the two of them.
Hear that, Franco? 60 gold for them both.
They're worth 50 each.
That seems fair.
Yes. What do you think, Constantine?
I think we'll have it off that one. Also, can we make it in full view just so you can put the money in my hand as Franco looks? You know, just for a little bit of
Oh,
added
yeah.
extra insight.
Hey, Franco! And then Franco looks and he starts counting coins into your hand as he takes the moonstones with a big shit-eating grin.
And I'm going to show Franco my my parakeet. If you catch the.
Nice.
Give him a bird.
Should I axe? I'm not gonna axe.
So,
Flipping him the bird.
I got it. Yes, I got it.
We got
Yeah,
that. We understood.
Constantine. I'm sorry.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you, boys. Anything else I can help you with?
Gunther, do you like books?
I mean, hey, I'm a learned man, just as much as anyone else.
We have some very
Right.
valuable books.
For wizards.
How valuable is very valuable?
Very valuable.
Magic for wizards. Not for use by any random person who comes by, but an actual trained wizard.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's see them.
Alright, I'll pull the first book out.
Yes, it's Very interesting. I particularly like the red leather binding here. It looks very nice.
That's the one with burning hands, detect magic, disguise self, fog, cloud, ray of sickness, and silent image on it.
It's stained with real blood.
That doesn't help.
It's authentic.
All right. What about the other ones you have?
I'll take back the first book before handing in the second. The second one has a personal rune of its previous owner burned into its umber cover. The book contains the following spells: charm person, find familiar, identify, magic missile.
Yes, I can read, son. I can read. Just let me hold it.
All right. Reluctantly, I'll do so.
He turns the book over in his hands, looking at it at the umber cover. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is nice." You said there was a third?
Yes. I'll hold out my hand for him to give me the second back.
He does.
All right. The third spellbook is in scaly black reptile hide. It has more spells.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, what exactly is it that you wish to sell these?
Yes.
Why can't I find Obaya's? Okay. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is I can purchase these books if you'd like to sell. The bad news is they're not terribly valuable. You see, spell books, wizards are willing to pay more based on the value of the magical incantations contained within. All of the spells in these books are, how do you say? They're beginner stuff. They're entry level. Yes, they have value to a beginner. So, not incredibly valuable.
I'll take the third book back. What would you give us for them?
On a flip side of that, I don't think you'll be finding very many high-level wizards in this city.
No?
Wizards are uncommon as it is.
Just as common as, say, a Goliath or cleric or adventurers like yourselves. They come through. And just like you guys are coming through to sell me these things, someone else will be here in no time to buy them.
But don't you think you'll get more value considering you'll find someone who wishes to become a wizard and wishes to have more knowledge? Don't you think there'd be more fledgling wizards than there would be expert ones?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps if they're not all that valuable, we keep them and use the spells ourselves.
You could do that.
But again, what would you give me for them?
Okay. I think, just based on what I see here, 25 gold pieces per book.
I'll look disgusted.
I told you it wasn't going to be much.
Yes, we'll find someone else who appreciates this more.
Oh, you're more than welcome to try, son. But I'm only giving you such a generous deal because of the exchange we've already completed with the Moonstone. So, good luck.
Don't listen to him.
Godric, are you a betting man? A man of chance, perhaps?
My name is Sarian.
No, the other guy. The vendor. with a G, right? What was his name?
Yeah,
Mhm.
was
No, you
Gundry.
got it.
Gundry.
So,
yeah.
what do you have in mind?
Well, how about fair enough, fair is fair. We do a 50-50 game of odds. If coin lands on your side, we give you the books for half the price, 25. Let's say 12 gold each. But if we win, you double the price per book.
Why
I
All
would
it
don't
should
I
like
do
cost.
that?
this.
It's a betting game. You get the books for a cheaper deal, or we get them for a better deal.
No, thank you. You could just take your book somewhere else. I told you already, they're not that valuable.
Fair enough.
Well, if that's the
Did
end
we
of
want to
that
try
one.
selling him the 2 gold necklaces that we got?
Yes,
Or
we
the
also
black
have some
gold
baubles.
Yeah?
A ring and a neck and 2 necklaces, I believe it was.
The ring is very nice.
That's your opinion. Question is, will a customer find it to be very nice? Oh yes, this is quite fine actually. Okay.
Pride from the dead man of a pirate. Pride from a pirate's hand himself. Apparently, a very worthy sea captain.
Hmm. So he looks, he's like, yeah, okay. I'll give you 100 gold for it.
Sold.
Not even gonna try to haggle. Okay.
Nope.
How about the
Just sold.
necklaces?
100.
Necklaces? Oh. 15 gold each.
Oh, that's harsh.
You guys can carry that one. I'll call that one.
I like how
I don't know if we'll find a much better deal.
That's an extra 30 gold, isn't it?
How about 17 each rather than 15? They are fairly valuable.
Fine.
Good. Sold.
So I'll just go ahead and wipe those bits off the loot sheet and add 130.
134.
34. Yeah, sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
Just after.
Just said a what?
I ended up typing X a lot on the name because I was holding down a button. Gunman, do you have a few bits of weapons in your store? A couple out of stock, maybe.
I mean, I do, but I mean, they're nothing
Looking
special. What are you looking for?
Nah, I'm not looking for nothing special. Just a couple of scimitars.
A what?
Scimitars.
What is a scimitar?
It's a bit of a curved blade. It's got like it's about the length of a sword.
Oh,
curved.
you mean this? And he holds up a scimitar.
Yeah, a scimitar, yeah.
It's just the way I say it, okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your accent. Threw me off.
Yes. You know, it skims things. You skim up and down.
Oh,
people's
sure, yes.
arms. Sure, how much are they?
Ooh, and he's kind of heeing and hawing, and you can see it's all for show.
Yes, indeed.
You know, this is quite a fine weapon, made of very strong steel and sharp as can be. Sliced paper right in half.
Where did it come from?
Oh, what if I know? I bought it from somebody.
Yeah, well, I get my weapons from deadly warriors who I engage in combat. Unless it has a story to it, it's not worth extra, okay?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, it came from the island of Chult. Yes, that was it. It came from the island of Cholt, and it was used by an adventurer who led an expedition to the ruins of Omu. And in the village of Omu, they happened to take on a whole tribe of vegapygmies. It was amazing, and this blade slew them all single-handedly.
I like your story. How much?
Oh, well, for such a very fine weapon, it's 35 gold pieces.
Okay, how about I make a little barter with you? Because I have this very fine weapon myself. It's got a little bit of a story behind it, mostly to do with cultists roaming the city. But he's going to go ahead and pull out the silver flail. See, I've got this very fine weapon. It's got an amount of silver on it worth it. Oh, it's got to be at least 150 golds worth on top of it.
Hey, bullshit. That's not
I
real
know.
silver.
Oh, and your story is very real as well, isn't it?
No, I made it up on the spot because you said you needed a story.
I know that. What do you mean this ain't real silver? I'm going to slap it down on his table.
So, what? You want to buy my scimitar with that?
No. I'll buy your scimitar, and you buy my flail, and you can knock some money off for giving me the scimitar.
But I don't want to buy that.
I think you do want to buy that.
Why would I want to buy that?
We could just barter with the spell books.
I tell you what, 20 gold for the scimitar.
What?
Hey, just because I said it was word extra with a story doesn't mean it has to be a fake story. You understand? It's got to be a real story.
Well, it's clearly worth 25 at least. Our
You know,
entire session is going to be just...
just because you decided to give me a star, I'll give you 25 for it. And I'll have a second one off you for 50.
Can do.
And that's me pretty much, I think. Oh, for the flail, how much for the flail?
Well, oh, let me
Got
look
silver?
around. He picks one up and he holds it out. He's like, I think 10?
No, for my one. This one with silver all over.
Oh,
Is that one actually silvered?
It says, I'm pretty sure it's silvered.
Well, you know it to be silvered, but our friend Gunter, he's like, no, that's bullshit. That ain't real silver.
Okay, can I... Ah, crap. How can I test this? I'm gonna pull the dagger out and just stab it into the thing and see if it's soft silver on top.
Why would you do that?
To see if you gotta prove it, don't you?
Well, but now it's worthless. It's damaged.
It's made of metal. You hit people with it.
Yes, but I don't sell damaged goods. Nobody's gonna buy it if it's damaged.
You're very awkward, you know that.
You're very awkward.
Are you sure we shouldn't sell these spell books? I mean, are any of us really going to use them?
No, but
I was very dissatisfied with what he was giving us.
I don't know if we'll have a chance to find a better deal.
I think we should hold on to them.
All right.
Well,
I guess I'll take my flail and I'll find a
I'll tell you
buyer
what.
instead.
No. I'll tell you what. Okay. If I can't, one more chance to convince you to sell the spell books. He reaches out and he pulls out a very small coin purse. When he opens it, coins inside are brilliantly shiny and almost pearlescent silver. I will give you 2 platinum pieces for each book.
That's an even worse deal than what you were offering before.
I was hoping you couldn't math.
Yeah, we can find a better deal somewhere.
Having been
else.
clearly
Let's go.
excited, I'm going to slowly put my hand back down. Oh, yeah, worst deal.
God.
My pseudo dragon on my shoulder hisses.
Gunther, do you like beans?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
my
like
beans.
beans.
No. The beans aren't on the table. Okay. I'm gonna make a nice pot of stew with that later.
Cowboy beans.
I'm gonna plant them.
We
All
done
right.
selling?
I think so.
Finally. Let's get on the road.
Yeah, let's
To the tavern.
Toodaloo.
see what's that.
So,
Toodaloo.
you guys
Thank you, Gunther.
head off from our friends Gunter and Franco. And,
Whoa. Barely Gunther. Definitely not Franco.
well,
Yeah.
as you guys
Francis
are
is
walking
strong.
down the road, you can hear laughing and cheering coming from behind you.
Turn
I bet
around
we can
and
as well.
look.
Yeah.
Gunter and Franco are standing next to each other, and they're you can see that they're taking coins from one of their pouches and splitting it with the other.
It was a ruse.
Motherfuckers. Sorry.
Talion, if you like, now would be the time to use that badge of yours.
Whoa! You want me to abuse my power?
Well, I mean,
I
they
don't
are-
think that would be a good idea.
They're crooked.
And we've been taken advantage of. That's how it works down there.
Well, I'm okay with it. I was just asking if that's what you wanted.
I just
No,
figured-
that's not.
Right then, I need a drink. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So you keep heading down the road towards the dock, because remembering the description of the low lantern, the low lantern is a decommissioned boat that is permanently docked on the southeastern side of the city, and has been transformed into a floating party barge. So
Wait, what time of day is it? Ish.
it's about 5 o'clock.
I had edited the document with the loot, and somebody had just
Oh,
changed it.
I
And-
was in the midst of editing. I'm very sorry about that. And do you want to go change it back? Because
Well, I don't remember exactly what I put, but the amount that you have on there right now is wrong.
What?
Womp.
I'll get it fixed. No worries. Because we didn't sell the spell books. We just sold the gems, and then I had it in my inventory. Then I spent 50 back of it, so there's 20 left, and then
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, as we were.
On my character sheet, I still have the paragraph that said "tucked in Deadeye's vest." If you would want me to paste it back in there.
oh, I already added the gold value from Deadeye's vest, just besides the silver.
Okay.
It's not really that big of a concern. Let's continue.
Onward.
Doo-doo-doo. So to the low lantern, correct? Sure, I got you guys going to the right place.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you approach the dock, you can see it clearly. It's an aging 3-masted merchant ship that's been anchored to the east side of the harbor. You can see that it is well past the point of being seaworthy, but there are paper lanterns on strings that connect from the mast to posts down on the dock. Even from a great distance, the raucous sound of gambling, yelling, shouting can be heard coming from the ship. And we're gonna change the map.
This sounds like my kind of place.
Hell yeah.
Syrian has a miss, and again, Constantine. Okay. Well, you guys, I know you can only see like a portion here, but you're standing on the wharf leading up to the ship. and fog obscures the low lantern, and so you get within like 100 feet of it, whereupon its tall mass and creaking bulk come into view. The wooden staircase climbs from the wharf's edge to the main deck, and a lantern at the bow casts an eerie green light to signify that the tavern is open for business.
Well, the Low Lantern, what a dignifying name. Although it's sitting a bit high for my liking. Not in the waters.
I know what
Shall
you
we?
mean.
Think we shall.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Italian runs up the stairs.
I wonder if they have a kitchen.
Italian, as you get to the top of the stairs and to the main deck, you can see the old ship features wooden steps that climb to the forecastle and the aft castle, and another set of stairs descends down into the ship. There's a padlocked wooden hatch fitted with windows that acts as a skylight to the deck down below, and as you kind of look through it, you can see the tavern proper. So there's bustling with activity. There's people all around drinking, playing dice and cards. And the only activity on the top of the ship is there are 2 ravens perched on opposite sides of the ship and 4 dead seagulls lying on the deck. And the ravens occupy themselves squawking and tearing at their dead flesh.
I'm gonna mutter, "Excuse me," as if talking to the ravens, and I'm gonna go investigate the bar and the ale, and I'm gonna head down the stairs.
Wait,
I could actually talk to the ravens if you wish.
I was about to say, don't walk past 2 black ravens. It's bad luck. But clearly, you're gonna.
Oh well.
Classy place this is, I say sarcastically.
I'd like to take out me sword and just bang it against the railing to try scare off the raven.
They flap their wings and again caw in protest, but don't budge.
They might just be watchers.
Yeah, I gotta walk around these. I'll be back in 2 seconds. You'll see me on the other side. He's gonna walk all the way around the mast.
I'm gonna wait at the bottom of the stairs.
It's bad
I'll
luck.
follow Talion.
All right. Moving down the stairs, I will place you on the 2nd level.
I don't
Bugs,
know if there be any value in actually talking to these birds. I'll just go with.
Coming down the stairs, Bucks, is there anybody immediately within earshot, or could I safely...
There's lots of people within earshot.
Whisper.
Remember, it's loud, it's raucous, it's...
Yeah. Could I feasibly safely whisper to my companions without being heard by others, though?
I don't think you could whisper to your companions and be heard by your companions. It's loud.
Gotcha. I will talk into their ears so they can hear me.
Exactly. It's like that scene at the party where you have to like get real close and shout like, "Hey!"
Yeah, talking to Azimus. Azimus is right next to me. I don't trust those birds, but I think we should split up, look who we're looking for apart, rather, as a large group. I think we stand out.
Zarian is tapping you on the shoulder. He can't move down the stairs as you all are occupying the entirety of the space.
Actually, I will actually sit upstairs and talk to the birds.
Okay.
I'll tell Azimus to pass the message back, and then give me like 15 seconds or so before coming down the stairs. The rest, and then
I just wanted to ask them one question.
Sure.
We're using Speak with Animals as a ritual spell. You seen anyone important come by here, Raven?
Bug off!
I'd take out a ration and hold it out in my hand. Have you seen anyone important come by here, Raven?
He flaps his wings again, and this time goes and hops over by the other raven.
Alright. He's not talking.
Bug off, quoth the raven.
Nevermore.
I actually don't think having the Avernus
Whoever's
encounter
behind me,
actually
I
brings
just say,
anything. Just go.
Talion says we should split up. I'm gonna go get a
All
drink.
right.
Yeah, Ravens, cough, cough. So, Talion, as you sit at the bar, you see that there's a Kenku who is acting as the bartender. This Kenku, however, has very brightly colored crimson feathers and ends with a small curled yellow beak. And as you sit down, he squawks at you. What you drinking?
What you got?
Ale and wine and ale.
Wine.
What? Purple grape mash. And he starts pouring.
Good enough. And I'll just kind of turn my back,
Sure, that whistle was
resting
awful.
against the bar and the stool, and kind of just glance around the room in a very relaxed manner.
This one is a very strange one, Talion. He is a Kenku that speaks.
He mimics
Leading
and he
into-
layers voice. This is a very strange one, Italian. Kenku that speaks.
Hey, Bird, do you have a kitchen?
A kitchen. That way.
Taking a look around this room as well, is there anything interesting going on, like, besides just people in revelry?
Oh, absolutely. The cabin here is full of mismatched wooden furniture. And you can see that there are a number of tables occupied by a dozen or so different guests. The guests are the same kind of diversity and crowd that you'd expect in Baldur's Gate. You see a Duergar, some Drow. Mostly the deck is occupied by humanoids. But there is one person who seems to command a lot of respect as she moves throughout the tavern. She's carrying a tray and distributing drinks, but when she interacts with the bartender, you can tell that she's definitely the one in charge here, as everybody simply addresses her as the captain. And even her attire, it's she wears like common clothes, but then she has like pauldrons on that would be like befit of like a sea captain, and she wears a captain's hat. And as she moves around, you see she goes to a table and takes an order. There's a little crab that scuttles down off her arm, goes to the table and grabs the coins, and then scuttles over to the bar. It's very peculiar.
Nice.
Okay, may want to talk to her in a minute, but seeing the Durgars just right there, I'd like to go ahead and just attempt to sit down by the table. As I'm doing so, in Dwarvish, I'd like to say, hello, fine Master Dwarf. May I take a seat?
Looks up, startled, and when he looks at you, you can immediately tell that when he looks at you, his left eye is looking straight, but the other one is crossed in towards his nose. And he looks up and he says, "Huh? What? What do you want?"
Do you mind if I take a seat?
Take a seat. What for?
Oh, I was planning on robbing this place, and I was starting with the seats.
He kind of leans in. Robbing it, eh?
Yes.
Well, if you are interested in doing such an endeavor, old Grimboot here might be one to help.
Mightn't you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, let me ask you. What's your plan for dealing with Lyrella?
See, my plan was to invite her entirely. Also, Lorella, if you'd like to go further into detail with her, I'm a bit new in town, you see. I've only ever been into this fine establishment but once or twice.
He looks at you and at the same time doesn't look at you. What? I only understood about half that.
What skills can you bring to this table?
Well, I am a skilled, let's just say I am a man of many talents.
I would describe myself the same, but from memory, I would like to call upon your skills now. Do you know of a man by the name of Amric? He is one of the very famous Van Tampers in town.
He looks at you again, seemingly this stare fixated on the tip of his nose. You're still not making sense, man. I don't even understand.
Do you know a guy called Amric?
No. But why are you changing the subject? You said you were gonna rob the place. I'm in, man. 100%. Like I got problems and some extra coin would be great. But how do you plan on dealing with Layrella?
Oh, you just go ahead with the plan, and I will talk to her. Trust me, my words are more swaying than you think.
He reaches out and he grabs you by the bicep. And he's like, "No. You're not gonna brush me off. Either you tell me what your plans are, or I'm gonna tell Layrella that what you intend to do."
Okay, I'm gonna lean in closer. You see behind the counter where they're keeping all the money?
Yeah.
Yeah. What we're gonna do is create a distraction. Maybe set a fire. And then when everybody's in a panic, we're gonna run behind and we're gonna steal everything.
That's a stupid ass idea.
I know, that's why I was relying on you!
You're gonna get yourself killed. No, old Grimboot may look stupid, but I tell you he is not. You get your ass out of here. And he goes back to his own table.
Righto. I'm sorry, I don't even know how that tangent started.
I don't know. You said you were gonna rob the place, and he's like, "Yeah, let's do it, man." And then you tried to change the subject, and he's like, No, go back to the other thing."
I was talking. I was making a like some kind of
Yeah,
fun
he
joke about stealing.
critically
a chair.
failed. He critically failed in his understanding of the joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't really matter. But let's just go over to the bar and lean up against it. I've had enough failure with a mad old Durger for a day.
Telling's gonna sip his wine very fancy like and listen in on conversation.
As you're sitting there, there's a halfling next to you. She wears glasses, and you see she's got like leatherish armor on, although it looks less like armor and more just like protective gear. And she's got a weirdly shaped knife. It's like really wide and flat on one end. She looks over at you. "Rough day, huh?"
Why do you say that?
"Drinking. Midday."
Drink brings me joy.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm celebrating.
What you celebrating?
Well, I mean, it's kind of private, but perhaps another drink or two in me and I'll spill the beans. What about you?
She kind of leans back and looks at you. "All right. Guess you're not too bad looking." She taps the counter and orders you up another drink.
Right, as soon as that drink gets there, I'm gonna down the rest of the wine, clink that glass under the counter, and pick up the next one and look to Alaire and just kind of like sneak a wink towards it.
Alaire giggles, and the pseudo dragon on my shoulder flaps its wings.
What's your name?
Ah, my name is Prin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Prince. My name's Griswold. And I'll hold out a hand.
Ah, nice to meet you, Grizz.
Only my father calls me that. But hey, like I said, get a few drinks in me, and maybe you can call me that too. So, how's your day?
Oh, well, it was a long night at work, but glad to have some time off. Just getting me a liquid lunch before I head off to bed and rest up before my shift tonight.
What do you do for work?
Ah, I am in the wonderful and luxurious field of barnacle scraping. Yes, I know. You're impressed.
Real quick, what? How does Prin look?
What's a perception check for?
Make sure that the alcohol's not affecting my my vision.
Well, she is a halfling. She's wearing glasses. And she has longish red hair kept up in a brown bandana. And she's pretty dirty. Like, she looks like she's got these greenish spots where you can rightly inference that it's from leaning up against and scraping the barnacles and algae off of the hulls of ships. She kind of smells like seaweed and ocean water too.
Well, Prin, is barnacle scraping something you always wanted to do?
Pays the bills. Pays for ale.
Good enough.
She went to college for it.
Barnacle scraping you.
Yeah.
University of Barnacle Scraping.
Yeah. Her parents were not happy, but it was better than an acting degree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Prin, I am celebrating the admission to one of the finer establishments of the city. You see, I am now a proud owner of a pass into a bathhouse.
How
It's a,
good for you. She seems wholly disinterested.
well, it's a special bathhouse, and I'm going to kind of wink at her.
You ought to see the basement.
You ought to see the secret rooms indeed.
She looks at you and she looks at Eli. She's like, "What is going on right now?" Giz,
Tell you
thank
the
you
truth,
for 20.
I'm
Wait, where's the alert?
here
The
to
ship? Giz, thank you
speak
for
to
the
the
26
person
months. Appreciate you so
supposed
very
to be
much.
getting my
I'm going
membership.
to try and figure out why my alert didn't show up.
Do you know Americ or Amric? I was told to meet him here. I was told to meet him here, but I'm afraid I have no idea what he looks like.
Oh, it's all broken. All my events aren't here. Anyway. Well, I'm a regular here most nights, so I've seen Emmerich come and go. He, the level down below is where he spends most of his time.
Oh, well,
Is he here now?
Perhaps. Excuse me, sir.
I think he is.
Well, friend, you're here for the same reason. Why don't you go down and see about inquiring about our membership? I'm going to stay here with Prin and enjoy another glass.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. Sorry about him, Prin. He got his membership recently, too.
She
Perhaps
just
it's not
waves.
as
I don't care
perhaps
about
it's
any
not
of
as
that.
exclusive as I thought. Oh, well, I see. Well, I'm gonna clink my glass next to hers, and you enjoy that now. I guess I'll be going.
She nods, orders herself another drink from the bartender.
Oh, I will follow Alaire downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing everybody go down as well, I'm gonna make my ways.
Azimus follows the group.
I'll whisper to Talion. Sorry if I got in the way there. I'm not really very good with that sort of thing.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Alaire said, I'm sorry if I got in the way there. I'm not very good with that sort of thing.
Oh, you're quite alright, friend. And I'm gonna scratch the pseudo dragon's chin again.
It loves it. Or she loves it.
As you move down into the next level of the tavern, you see that there are no walls in this section. This lounge fills the entire deck and is lit by oil lanterns hanging from the 8-foot high ceiling. They hang from chains down about a foot, and it's got a very regal atmosphere. There are couches and coffee tables arranged throughout the chamber, but more importantly, there are a number of heavily armored and heavily armed thugs that kind of just stand with their backs against pillars and walls, watching the area around. There's another bar down here with a kinku, and on the farthest couches from where you currently sit, there is a man. He sits. He's slumped over, half asleep. You can see there are a great number of glasses and containers, as well as what looks like a large glass pipe with several tubes. And the air here is heavy and acrid.
They've been doing drugs.
Probably.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I just heavily implied it.
Hey, buddy, you got any drugs? No.
So everybody's down here then, right?
Does the guard, does like the heavily armored guy say anything as we come down?
No, they just kind of growl at you, and you can see that you definitely have their attention. But they don't grab their weapons, they don't question what you're doing here, and you get the impression that it's not uncommon for guests to come down to the lounge.
Okay. So, seeing the man over in the corner.
He kind of very sluggishly raises his head, blinks his eyes, and looks in your direction. You can just see his corneas are bloodshot. He kind of rubs his eyes and the bridge of his nose. What time is it?
You went and got a watch.
Good one.
What's that?
What's a watch?
It's like a sundial, just crappier.
As you get closer, you can see that there is a peculiar creature perched on the edge of the couch, kind of hovering
Right.
over Amric. It looks
what the hell is that thing?
humanoid in shape, but it has large purple wings that kind of drape down next to it, and it's covered in spines from head to toe.
Is that something I can identify with Arcana?
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana roll.
Guess not.
Huh. You're able to recognize what everybody is able to recognize. Some kind of devil.
I want it.
Just in Dwarvish to the rest of you, kind of keeping my voice a little bit low so the one at the end can't hear. So, Any of you speak Dwarvish?
You what now?
Nope.
Did you
Okay,
sneeze
back to
just
common.
now?
I'll take that as a no.
Actually, I do.
Oh, in keeping in Dwarvish then. So are we gonna start this?
I really don't think that's a good idea. I was thinking more of. Hold on 1 second. I'll stop and hold up a finger, and I'm going to use Awakened Mind to telepathically communicate with Constantine instead, so that the Kenku can't overhear us and repeat what I'm saying.
Before that,
We gotta do it.
Okay.
as you open up your senses and reach out with your mind, you get a very strange sensation. It's almost like when someone's hovering over you, watching you, and you can sense it before you turn and see it. It's very much the same. Almost as if there's someone listening in onto your telepathic communication.
All right. I'll immediately shut it down.
Dowie.
You can see this creature turns and looks at you, kind of cocks its head to the side. Emmerich kind of sits up. Are you guys here about a loan?
Yes, just a minute. I need to finish conversating with my friend about the exact amount.
What?
I'll whisper to Constantine. I believe I could actually communicate with that devil thing with my mind. Do you think that would be a good idea?
Probably not. Keeping in Dwarvish just in case anybody doesn't speak it.
Yeah. Again, yeah, in Dwarvish.
I think
So, guys, what are you saying? What are we doing here?
we're just trying to figure out amounts at the minute. And I'm back to Alair in the Dwarvish.
He raises his hand and kind of starts rubbing at his temples. He's like, all right. I got bit by the hair of the dog. You guys cool with a drink? And he kind of flicks his wrist at the Kenku barkeep, who immediately goes into a flurry of grabbing cups and glasses and pouring drinks and stirring and shaking. He's like, I can't do business sober. Ish.
To Constantine in Dwarvish, I suggest we get him even more shit-faced than he is right now, and then convince him to leave the boat with us.
I doubt that's happening, and I think a dagger might be the best thing for this situation.
I honestly don't think that he's going to come.
Okay, I'm gonna take out a dagger and throw it at the guy behind me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Just getting right into it.
Oh, no.
All right, now remember, they were watching you, right? You guys
Yeah,
are the only people down here.
Yeah.
So your attack is with disadvantage.
Okay, he reaches for the dagger.
Right,
It definitely misses.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Talion would like to stay seating and drinking his wine.
Absolutely not what I had in mind.
Would you still like an initiative roll from?
Go ahead and roll initiative in case you change your mind at some point.
Sounds good.
Well, this is the first. 1, 2,
Hey,
3, 4, 5.
we got sent
Just have
killed after this.
Just have Paya act on your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, either before or after, doesn't matter. But it's quicker that way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. Thugs. Amric,
Oof.
Kashara, and Layrella. So, Amric, he sees the dagger get thrown. His eyes go wide, and for someone who was moving so sluggishly, so very slowly, he is incredibly quick. He leaps to his feet, and in one fluid motion, he runs across the couch, jumps forward, and strikes out at Zarian. So blindingly fast.
Oh my god. Oh my.
So, he hits you for 9.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Oh god, the devil that was sitting in the back, seeing that a fight has broken out, it begins to flap its wings and screech horribly, and it cannot fly. There's only 8 feet to the ceiling here, but it runs forward 20 feet, and as it does, it kind of swings those massive wings and wide arcs, almost like someone swinging a scythe. And when it swings those wings, you see its tail follows, and the spines from the tail detach and fly through the air. At
Oh my God.
who was it? Constantine that threw the dagger?
Yeah. Indeed,
Constantine.
Right over my head.
Bam! Bam!
Oh my god, the rolls. That's 219. Yep.
Yep. Oh my god,
Constantine, man.
did all the thugs go first? So,
Why
Not
did you throw
good.
that dagger?
the thugs move forward.
I thought it would be the best thing to do at the time.
15, 25, 30. With that route he took, he walks behind Amric, and he passes Zarian and Talion. Either of you guys would be able to make an op if you so chose.
Is there any way out of this? Because I'm pretty sure we're all gonna die.
Well, you're free to do whatever on your turn.
Yeah, I was the first one attacked, but I'm just gonna look shocked and just be like, I had nothing to do with this. I just wanted to sit
I
down
don't
and
even
have a
know
drink.
this guy, man.
I haven't said a thing to them. I just wanted a beer.
All right,
I'm
so
not
no
I'm
op
not making the
attacks.
attack. Yeah, I'm not making the attack.
Yep, I'm gonna hold off too.
Talion? What? So tell me, what are you doing on your turn?
Well, I pictured I had my feet kicked up on the table, drinking my wine, and just accepting all the chaos. And I'm going to currently continue to accept all the chaos and watch as the spine tail daggers flew over me. And Constantine, I'm sorry.
Constantine?
Right, seeing that everybody's not digging into it, I think I'm best off just running the hell away. Ooh. Disengage. Fuck it. Run.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
5, 10, 15.
3, 4 to the top
So
of the
that's
stairs there.
20, 25 to here.
And then finally another one.
Okay.
I can do. Oh, actually, I will go ahead and healing word myself.
You go right ahead. As you get to the top of the stairs, you can see the captain that I had pointed out earlier. She's standing less than 10 feet away from you as you reach the top of the steps, and she looks furious. Who's starting a fight on me boat?
He tried stabbing me!
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Alright, well, she is, anybody know what that picture is?
No.
Yeah.
That's bald Ileana Vess from Magic the Gathering.
No, that is a mage. It is a mage. It's a good guess. They are a CR6 creature. And
Fireball.
they have
The
access to
tiefling?
they have access to this. She's
Oh
she's
my
not using it.
God.
She's not. I'm just saying they have that. But
Damn.
instead of doing that, of course, she would do the much more sensible magic missile. And she just hits you with the 3 darts, pop, 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 and you take 15.
Yep, I'm down.
and you guys down below, you hear, what are you doing on my boat? And then you hear spell casting, and then a large thud.
Was
Azimus.
Constantine.
Oh boy. I don't even know what to do right now.
I will throw you a bone. Amric still has his dagger drawn, and he's pointing at all of you, and he's kind of swaying in his spot. And he points, and he's like, you just get the hell off my boat.
What kind of establishment is this? I was looking for a quiet, off the beaten path to drink. The hell? Get hit on by a. And I'll hold my hand in a 3-foot gesture, and next thing I know, he's throwing daggers, and you're. Screw this. I'm gonna down the wine and get up.
Azimus just starts backing up towards the stairs slowly.
Is there anybody that's going to continue combat?
No.
Because if not, Amric is okay with letting you leave as long as you get the hell off the boat.
Yep.
All right, we'll go ahead and wrap combat there. Constantine is currently unconscious.
Yep.
Hey man, look, you just stabbed me. Are you sure I just can't have a beer?
Get out!
I just kind of pick up.
I thought we were gonna party, man. I was getting you guys beers, and then that asshole threw a dagger at my boy, and
I was gonna party. I don't know what he was doing.
as you guys exit, all the thugs are coming up behind you, and they're kind of like shepherding you off the boat.
I'm gonna gently kick Constantine in the side. Throw him in the bay! And then I'll continue up.
I'll carry his body.
Are you sure?
I did
As
point out all
I'm
the
carrying
heavily
him,
armored and
I'll
armed
use healing
guards,
hands
right?
for one point. Covertly.
That's the thing, is like, unless you have a party of 7,
Yeah,
this
asking the
whole
guards, can I throw him in the bay
encounter is
myself or getting us kicked
stacked
out?
against you. I'm sorry, one more time.
I'm gonna ask the guards if I can throw him in the bay myself for him getting us kicked out. Or ask the better yet, I'll ask the captain.
He's unconscious. If you throw him in the water, he could drown.
Yeah, I know that, but
He's
I
not
need-
actually
we
going
need to
to
get
do
him
it.
off the ship. Is she cool with us taking the body though and throwing him in the
Oh yeah,
quote,
no.
bay?
She points. She expects you to take him.
Fantastic.
As a lair passes her, he'll say, "I'm sorry for all this. This was not intentional."
Trouble.
And is the glass included? And I'll hold up the empty wine glass.
Oh my god.
Joke, and I'll set it on the stool next to the halfling and give her a wink, and then head up the stairs.
What's my general impression of her when I apologized? Did she give a damn?
No, she's just scowling. She's pointing with her finger, on which there is a small glowing purple light.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting out. I just thought an apology might help.
I'm just still pretending to be unconscious. Just letting him drag me out.
All right, I'll move you all up to the top deck.
Get him to the stairs. I want to roll him down the stairs, conscious or not. Yeah, but back onto the port, I will happily roll his ass down the stairs.
You thank your spoiled children.
Oh,
Yeah, as soon as I get to the stairs, I'm just
And there's
gonna
the ice
try
cream
jump off his
bar.
shoulder and walk down.
whoa! I'm invisible. It's green.
That was a bit brash.
Hey,
You know, I thought I was the dumb one, but you obviously do not understand the definition of covertly.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip around, point a finger at him. You're not making plans anymore.
do you understand that wasn't a plan? When was that ever a plan?
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you got possessed and threw a dagger at him out of your own. You couldn't control it.
I think he means that
We
we
should
didn't even
move away
have a
from the
plan
ship.
going in.
As you guys are walking away from the ship, you hear Azimus. You catch the sound of footsteps trailing behind you as you walk away. And you notice it because whoever the footfalls belong to, there is a metallic sound of an armored boot hitting the stone. So it's a rhythmic tap, tap, tap that you notice.
I kind of stop and look over my shoulder.
Do any of the rest of us see this?
He hasn't pointed it out to you, so no. You can see that there's a very large person following you. They're wearing a dark cloak, and it's pulled up to obscure their face. And as you stop and look, they quickly duck into an alley.
We're being tailed.
Slowly pulls out a dagger. Should I?
Constantine, let's not do that again.
Okay. Shoves it back in.
Perhaps we should find somewhere to rest for the night. Or day, rather. Instead of being out in the street.
Maybe.
Azimus just starts walking towards the alleyway.
Asmus, stop for a second, please.
Just keeps walking.
All right.
All right, I'll send Taya up into the air to look down and try to see like who this person is in the alleyway. First, fly above the.
Wearing a cloak, so you Paya wouldn't be able to see much of anything.
Continuing walking down the streets, I'm gonna just, we could always sink the boat. That'll flush them out.
I will healing hands myself for 9.
I thought it was sitting on stilts.
No, it's in the
actual
water.
Is it? I thought you said it was on stilts.
No,
Well,
it's
yes, it's also braced and anchored, but it's in the water.
That might be what you said.
Because he said it wasn't seaworthy, so it would have to be.
Do I see anything down the alley?
Yes. As you turn and look in the alley, you see a cloaked figure standing there. One gloved hand rests on the hilt of a longsword. The other one reaches up and pulls back their cowl to reveal the face of a teenager with brown skin, red hair, and a haunting gaze as she looks at you.
Azimus just kind of goes into a defensive stance with his shield and says, "Who are you?"
You will answer my questions.
Isn't it past your curfew?
She turns and looks at you, and as you do, you get the as your gaze meets hers, you get the impression that this is no mere child. She has the eyes of a battle-hardened warrior, and she's very stern and serious as she looks in your direction.
I'm gonna step behind Zarian.
What business did you have with Emric?
We need information, and we need proof.
Of what?
Yeah, of what? I'm gonna nudge him.
Of the Duke's involvement in these murders and cultist activities.
You see she lightens up, and she stands straight, dropping her hand from her weapon. Tell me what you know.
We know that Lady Venthampur, because of her traitorous son, has a large role to play in the cultist activity and the disappearance of... Oh, sorry. Did I cut out?
No, you're good.
Okay. We don't know anything beyond that, and we have no proof of this. Only the words of Mortlock. That's all we know.
I will come with you.
Wait a minute, who are you?
That is of no importance. I have decided. I will come with you.
What's your name?
Can we at least get a name?
My name is Rhea. Rhea Mantlemorn. And she pulls aside her cloak, revealing gleaming plate armor. I am a Hell Rider of El Toro.
You're from El Toro.
Yes.
What's happened at El Toro? Everyone has stories, and I've never gotten any straight answers.
She stares at you for a moment, and you can feel her sizing you up, trying to gauge whether or not you can be trusted. She begins to speak. I was training a few miles north of El Toro when the city vanished. I watched in horror as the companion's light went out, turning black as the city appeared to crumble and sink below the horizon. An image I will never forget. It haunts me every moment. I cannot sleep. I returned to my home to find a crater where the city once stood. And I took it upon myself to lead a group of refugees westward to Baldur's Gate. This was before the Flaming Fist closed the gates, and a handful of others managed to sneak inside. But we didn't make it far. The Fist attacked us, confronted us. The refugees scattered, and I have since lost them. And I was only able to escape after I wounded most of the group. I've been a fugitive ever since. But legal matters of Baldur Gate do not matter to me. This entire city is a cesspool of corruption and death. But I need to be here. I have heard that Thavius Krieg, the High Overseer of El Toro, is here in Baldur's Gate. I don't know if that could be true or not. I don't know how he would have escaped the city, but I have heard rumors that Thavius is working with the Vanthampur family. I would have confronted Emric myself, but I knew his forces to be many. I would have been outnumbered.
Aye, even with us, all of us, we were still outmatched.
So you found us at the boat.
Yes, I was watching the low lantern from afar, and I seen that you were shepherded out by a number of his associates.
Amric has a devil creature with him that appears to have some sort of mind powers.
It doesn't surprise me. Baldur's Gate is really a wretched place. To believe that their sorcerers and magicians would stoop to associating with devils and demons does not surprise me in the least.
After what I've seen, me neither.
I
We
will
had
come
hoped-
with you. There is no choice in the matter. I need answers about what happened to El Toro. And if it's possible
We,
to save the city, it will do whatever it takes.
we need to get Emmerich alone. We need to question him, and I'm not quite sure how to do that after what just happened.
She turns back and looks in the direction of the boat. I don't know if that will be possible, friend. After such a failed attack on him, he's bound to just surround himself with more sycophants and guards. He'll be quite untouchable.
Do you know how heavily guarded his estate is?
I do not. I hadn't been there yet. I was hoping to catch him here, but it seems that is no longer an option.
It is possible we could get some information from the estate itself if you were willing to go with us.
Willing? It is not an option. I will go with you.
Well, then, you can help us get into that estate. Because that seems to be our only other option now.
Well,
I agree. Let's do it.
Alright, let's try to have a plan this time.
Well, most likely we will have to get into combat, but we should try to keep it as quiet as possible, if that's even possible.
Agreed.
where in the shit is it?
With the
Anyone
knowledge that
here good
we
at
won't be-
stealth? What was that?
I said with the knowledge that we
We
won't be able to be completely silent.
Named creatures.
Right.
R-E, R-E,
Uh,
R-E.
Pea, my
I could try my
dragon, can scout for us. She can fly.
Do not have a...
That definitely helps.
I've had my fair share of sneaking around.
Don't tell me it's just a veteran. It'd be kind of lame.
Well,
Um,
we don't want to alert everyone. We will have to do some sneaking.
Well, I mean, I can find my way around quite quietly, if that helps.
Oh, definitely.
I'm good at sneaking, is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, I'll look over Constantine. How? In what sort of shape is he in?
The lowest.
He's hurt real
Ow.
bad.
Can we
Yeah.
help him
Beard here.
magical before we try this?
Help him how? Oh, you were
Heal
asking the
him.
other party.
Yeah, I was asking everybody in general, including Rhea.
Come on, guys. I'm going to take a quick break. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back.
Alright.
Okey-doke.
I do as well. I will be right back as well.
Then I will take the opportunity as well.
All right, I'm back.
Hmm. I think I just realised I now have medium armor proficiency, so if we ever have the chance at the market again, I think I'm gonna be after like some splint mail. Is it splint mail? I think it's splint mail. No, scale mail, I think it is. Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to work out a way to increase my AC up a little bit. Just checking out like different bits of armors because I got medium armor now, which is quite nice. I mean, half plate would be the ideal, but no way I'm gonna be getting half plate anytime soon. So scale mail would be like the next one up.
Yeah.
I can grab a shield for 18. Maybe something else. Then it makes my mage armor redundant. I'll figure something out. Probably kind of liking the fact that I haven't had to wear armor at all since I just used mage armor, but
I'm back.
I am back too.
Welcome back.
Alrighty, we ready?
I think everybody's here.
Is anybody going to heal Constantine?
I'll use one healing word on myself just to see if I can gain a little bit back.
You can return back to the market, go buy some healing potions real quick, like.
I will use a cure wounds on him.
I mean, do you guys want to go grab a couple of healing potions real quick?
Cool with me.
Yeah, we don't waste too much time doing it.
If we were to run off, how much are just like regular old healing potions?
Standard PHP, 50 gold.
50 gold? Do you guys want to... Should we get like one or two?
How much
Yeah.
money do we have left?
I got 20 gold. There's 135 in the bag. So... 155 between myself and the bag.
Look at that brand placement. Zario, Queen of Hell, also enjoys Mountain Dew
I don't
soda.
want to like spend all the money in the bag. That's why I'm just asking. Should I get like two, or
Yeah, sounds good.
okay? Yeah, I'll pick up 2 healing potions.
Yes, use your coins.
And I'll knock it off.
Better to be broke than to be dead.
Definitely
Right, that's
broke, though.
We'll learn some more.
Indeed.
I'm sure there's some good pickings at his house.
Under 8. Okay, so 6, 8. Right, I might be okay for a little bit.
Alrighty. Let me find my notes. So it takes some time to travel to the upper city and locate the Van Thamper Villa. Yikes. As you approach, you see it is a stately stone building with a detached stable, which you can even see from behind the large fence. There is a 12-foot high stone wall that encloses the villa, and there are lanterns hanging along the wall's interior that are lit. It is approximately dusk after adventuring through and wandering from point to point in the city. It's encompassed most of the day. The wall features several wooden gates, one of which you are standing in front of. You can see the other one halfway down there to the west. And yeah, that is where we are.
All right, this time I am going to send Paya up to fly up and around and just kind of scout around.
Sure. I will place her inside the gate. Him?
Her.
Okay, I will place her inside the gate, and then you should be able to see through their token.
Yep. That's what I didn't remember whether I could actually see through her eyes or not.
Yeah, it takes an action, and during this time, you are blind. Yeah, but you can see using their vision.
All right, that's all I'll do then. Do I move Paya's token, or do I let you do that?
Is she flying around, or she's just gonna stay right there?
Yeah, well, I want her to fly around and scout around. But if she sees something that looks dangerous, I want her to be cautious.
Well, immediately when she flies up to 12 feet, you can see that there are several armed guards. And let us see. 13 stealth. Passive perception 12. She is currently unnoticed.
Okay. I will guide her to fly away from those guards and try to remain in the shadows. In other words, use stealth. Like that way.
Okay. You can see there's another guard further up to the northwest.
Okay.
And as she's fluttering around, these guards do see her. Although they don't quite understand what it is that they're looking at, it's dark, they don't get a good look. You just, through Paya's eyes, you see the point in her direction. Go, hey, what is that?
All right, I'll communicate to Paya. Get the hell out of there.
Run, Paya, run.
Yeah, she won't survive a bow attack. All right, I will communicate to the rest of the group what she saw. There's 6 guards in there, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and the group on the left-hand side, the west, saw her but didn't know what they were seeing. Could be anything this time of night. There's an inner building in there. past these gates, but there are 6 guardsmen, and they might be alerted. They might not be. We might want to wait here for a bit and listen.
So, don't break down the gates.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Maybe one of us could draw them away with some kind of distraction. Is it dark yet, Mr. DM?
I did describe that the setting was dusk.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that. Well, we could draw them away with a distraction. We could go in guns blazing, or we could sneak in.
I mean, my vote's on guns blazing. If there's guards everywhere, then, you know.
So
Probably have more luck.
you could see 6 guards, but in just one area or total from the whole flyby.
There were 6 guards broken up into 2 groups of 3. One group on the right-hand side of this entryway door, and one on the left-hand side. And the ones on the right were oblivious to Paya, but the ones on the left saw something. They didn't immediately react hostile. They were just sort of wondering what that thing was, and I had her fly out.
All right. Well, how do we want to play this?
Perhaps we don't throw daggers right off the bat.
He just slowly pushes a dagger back away into his belt.
Yes.
That was good comic timing. I like that.
Well, what's her name again? The Hell Rider's the name.
Started with an R, didn't it?
Rhea.
Rhea, that's right.
Yes.
Rhea, any thoughts?
She draws her longsword. That's her response. She's not a very wordy person.
Gotcha. Any thoughts on how it would be best to infiltrate, perhaps quietly?
Wait a second.
She turns and looks at you, Talion. You say that these Van Thempers, they are responsible for El Turo?
Aye.
We believe so.
Then she kind of gestures towards you with her sword. Then there is no quiet. Each and every one of them will face my blade.
Gotcha.
All right.
Is this a gate right in front of us? The wooden gate.
Yep.
Taking a look in it, does it have like a key lock or what?
Not on this side.
Not on this side. Okay.
And how many guards did Paya see again?
6 total so far.
Gotcha.
6 total, 2 groups of 3. Did I see a what the hell am I trying to say? Is there a bar on the other side of these gates?
Yeah, that's what I was about to
You
ask.
would have seen. Not a yet there would have been a chain and a padlock on the inside.
Okay. Oh, and there's a chain and a padlock on both sets of gates?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they only chain the one. The other one, you could just come right in.
Okay, so either what we're gonna do is jump over these gates, or
They're 12 feet high?
not jump over them literally, maybe climb them. But I'm thinking if
I
we
can
could get
lift
some.
you.
Yeah, you could lift me, but I don't want to be the first one in there. Come on, you seen what happened last time. I'm thinking tie something onto a piece of rope and then just try to drag open the lock. Maybe, a classic burglar style.
I could shoot it.
You could shoot it, yeah.
I doubt that would open it from the side.
It's a chain and a padlock?
I could probably break the chains with a bullet. Or your axe, sword.
Aren't your bullets made of stone?
Well, yeah.
Rhea throws her hands up in the air. Ugh. You there, brute.
Yes,
Where's your weapon?
right here on my side.
Draw it.
All right.
Rhea, there is a metal chain and a lock on the other side.
I think she's gonna kick it.
He's
Yes,
gonna break it.
I'm aware. She walks up and she points to the side of the door, particularly where the hinges meet the wall. Strike here, brute.
You got it. I'm actually gonna drop my shield for a second and do this two-handed.
Okay, let's call it an well. Yeah, you can hit it. You're not gonna miss. I mean, it's in my. Let's just make a strength or athletics check.
All right, got it.
See if you hit it hard enough to burst it open. And 18. So with one solid hit, Zarian strikes the wooden door, and you hear a cracking noise as it pulls free of the fixtures where it attaches to the stone wall. So the door, it's just like it's still up, but it is not connected here. And Rhea looks to you and she kind of pushes it, and it opens up maybe 3 feet, just enough to where she could squeeze through. And
I'm gonna pick my shield back up.
we're going to roll initiative because that would also be very loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh God, my tracker's broken.
What is with my initiatives today? Oh my god.
I'm gonna close the tracker. Mine was bugged.
Try again later.
So let's see. We had Rhea with 2. And then we had the guards with 11. Constantine had a 6. Godric had 18. What did you have? 2. Oof.
Italian had 10.
Okay, I was trying to figure out who I was still missing. Italian. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is Sky still in the game?
Oh, no.
I should be.
I think you disconnected.
Yeah.
Did I lose connection?
You
Yeah.
dropped in roll 20 there.
And
I'll try to get back in a second.
you're okay. Just whenever. You got time. All
Yeah.
right, Zarian, you're going to be up first.
Well, I guess I would start by walking through this hole I've created. All right. I assume those are the guards over there. Oh, they're on either side. This
That's what I
isn't good.
said. I said it multiple times. 3
All right,
guards.
so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll go right there. And I will attempt to attack this guard.
Oh, I'm probably no. 15 is a miss. You see that these
Alright.
guards are wearing chain armor and wield shields, so they're quite tanky.
All right, well, that's my turn then.
And now the guards. And they're going to forward.
What's it like over there?
Death defying, probably.
Okay, so we have 3 guards in melee. They're gonna poke people with spears. We have 2 at Zarian. Poke. Poke. Hey, a hit for 6. And 1 at Rhea. Poke. And then you see the 3 guards off and to the way. They are wearing like packs, like just big open containers that are rattling full of more spears. So many spears. 15. Nope. They miss. All of them. That's a miss.
Okay. So I still can't get in at the moment. What am I seeing in front of me?
Why can't you get in?
I don't know. For some reason, my connection just went down. But
in the
fixing
game.
it.
Well, you don't see anything. You're on the outside of the gate, and it would take all of your movement to get in, and then you're not adjacent to anybody.
Okay. Well, I will. So, which side did Zarian go to?
The right.
Okay. So I'll look to the left. Do I see guards?
Yep, they're about 25 feet away from you.
Okay. Behind the farthest one from me, I would like to conjure my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Can I flavor my spiritual weapon instead of like a straight up weapon? Can it be the form of like some incorporeal like golden angel type thing that just slashes with a sword?
No, because that is another spell. That is what is it? Spirit Warrior.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, that's an actual other spell.
Okay, then never mind. I'll just do a sword. Scimitar.
I'm sorry.
You mean a
What?
scimitar?
Scimitar.
Hey, don't correct
However the
him.
fuck you say it. And then I will attack with it.
Yep. And it's actually a hit.
Awesome. And then at the closest guy to me on the left, I will try to hit him with a guiding bolt.
You can't cast 2 spells in a turn. Not unless one's a
That
cantrip.
is correct. That is correct. Then I will.
Sacred Flame?
Yes.
Alright, Talion?
Can I stand next to the door and see through it? Like potentially be able to shoot through the hole?
No, because remember, the door is not like open. It's just there's this crack on the one side because it's still secured on the left. So you have to actually push through it in order to get inside.
Gotcha. Well, is Azimus blocking the way through? Like, would I not be able to push through?
No. We'll say that you can push through and move adjacent. You can move through allied units. It just costs you. It's difficult terrain.
Gotcha. I am going to move through and fire off a shot at this guy right here.
Are you? Is there something that doesn't give you disadvantage? Because it's a ranged attack and melee range.
I have sharpshooter, and I don't believe
Sharpshooter ignores cover. That doesn't negate the.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So just
then no, make it again. Yeah.
Don't forget to add your bullet back, but that's definitely a hit.
Gotcha. Seven piercing.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And I'm gonna use action surge to go ahead and shoot him again. with a 10.
Yo! Okay. Alright, miss. That sucks. Constantine.
Go up. In. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I don't think
west.
you can, because it took you 20 feet to there, and so unless you dashed, I think you'd be stuck on the other side.
Yeah, because I was there. 1, 2. Yeah, it takes me 15 feet to get up into that square, but then it's technically 20. Unless I move from the corner, but then.
No, you were
Actually, is that a second look? 2 seconds?
here because you moved 4
Oh,
spots.
yeah. No, I was just there. Because I moved aside, so whatever kind of crashing through would happen.
What would you like to do for turn?
I don't think I can honestly do much. So let's just go ahead, walk in as far as I can get. Can I reach there? From where I was?
When I hit X on your token, I can see where you started your movement from. You were 4 squares away. That was 20 to there, so moving in would be 30.
Oh, okay then, I can't actually get in, so that's me. Suppose I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. You there?
Yep. All right.
You can't land there.
I know. I was moving myself further up. Oh, moving past. Sorry,
It's difficult terrain.
Yeah, that was the problem. Okay, so 5. Wow. So 5, 15.
Right? And then 25 to 30. But when you counted it before, you went right, up. Doesn't matter. You can get there.
Okay. I'm just looking around to see what to do.
Okay, well.
Okay, so we can assume that Peo was moving along with me, but she was flying, right?
Sure.
Meaning that. Hold on. Sorry.
I'm gonna need you to decide.
I know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to navigate. All right, she's got a flying of 60, so I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to navigate user interface here.
It doesn't help. You're not doing anything.
Send her to help over there, and then I'm going to use Eldritch Blast against that guy.
Okay.
That's with advantage, right?
Yes. Alright, he takes 8 and dies.
Oh, cool.
Alright, Rhea moves up. And she has her sword out. You see she just begins to swing wildly. And you can see that when she attacks, she puts her full weight behind the sword. And bam, bam. Both attacks hit. And she first cuts to the one to the left, killing him. And she cuts to the one on the right and kills him as well.
Whoa.
Go Rhea!
Nice.
Zarian?
I will attack the one that is right next to me. Hey, look at that. It didn't add the dueling though, which I took it off the global damage modifier. Still, why not? Since I crit, I'm gonna decide to Divine Smite as well. Cause why not? Just have to click it. That gets doubled as well, right?
Good
It
lord.
doesn't matter. He was already
okay.
dead before you smited.
Alright, well, it was fun just doing that anyway.
You just showed that man the sun.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the lady and be like, I can do that too! Not really, but good job! That's it.
Okay, the guards are going to move into position. You see a third group coming from behind. And, let's see here. All the melees are dead. So all these guys are just going to throw spears at everybody. Everybody except for this one. That little bugger has moved up into range and is fluttering around. Yeah. Yeah. So he hits her, but she doesn't die. The other ones aren't going to pay enough attention to her. This guy moves forward. Those three already moved. And we will attack Azimus. Handed. Looks like a hit for 5. No, it's a pseudo-dragon. Then the other three are throwing spears. Let's go Hilaire, Italian, and is out of range. And the pseudo-dragon.
No.
Alright, so Hilaire hit for 5. Talion 14. 14's a hit?
I have an AC of 13.
Okay, take 7. And let's see if we can hit the pseudo-dragon
You don't want to do that.
for a 6. Boop. Oh, yes, I do. So as the spear hits her, it doesn't damage her so much as she just pops. There's like a cloud and a rain of like sparkly magic as she disappears.
Yeah, she doesn't actually die. She just gets
No,
banished.
you can always just summon her back. All right, Azimus.
I want one.
Alright. I want my spiritual weapon to attack this guy. Oh man, I gotta choose. Okay. That is definitely not a hit. And then I will attack the guy in front of me with my spear.
Did that just use a spell slot?
Yeah, you have to add it
I think
back.
it did, yeah.
Oh, whoops. Both things miss. I'm going to just kind of hold my ground next.
Alrighty. Italian.
Right on. Can I see this? Which one's the one that hit me with a spear? Actually, which one's the one that hit the pseudo dragon?
That one and the last one.
Gotcha. The last one hit the pseudo dragon.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yep, we're gonna hit him with a good old shot.
That'll teach him.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
That's me. Sorry.
What is Lady in Luck use your wisdom die to attack?
Yeah, it's a wisdom modifier, and then I'm proficient in them now.
That was Dex.
No, under the marksman thing, it says it's the proficiencies on.
Yeah, it actually says it used wisdom.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's because it's a goofy homebrew.
Alright.
He's right. Oh god.
Scimitars.
Wall.
Yep, that is a wall.
My bad. I was just trying to paste the big things in there
What's
so
the
that I have
plus 2
them
mod?
for what?
Lady in Luck. Because it's a plus 7, and that seems really high. You have Wiz plus 2.
I have no idea what that 2 is. Do any of my other ones have it? Hold on.
No, it's just Lady in Luck. That's why they're a 7, and then everything else is lower.
I don't know what that would have been from or why that's there.
Is that
so it should just
archery?
be-
It's archery. That's what it is. Bonus to attack
gotcha.
rolls you make when. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, gonna Scimitar the boy and then use my Blade Flourish.
Oh yeah, he's
For extra damage on top.
super got him.
So it's an extra D6 on top. It's not letting me roll for some reason, so let me just roll a D6.
Is Blade Flourish, does it say an extra D6 to the attack, or is it additional D6?
It's a... hang on, let me get it back up. Is it... whenever you take the attack action on your turn, your speed increases by 10 feet. And if you make a weapon attack as part of this action, if it hits a creature, you can use your Blade Flourish. And you can only use it once per turn. And Blade Flourish is an extra D6 of damage on top, and that gets added to my AC as well.
Yeah, I know it's an extra D6 attack, but it is the wording an extra D6 or an additional D6? Because that matters if it gets doubled for the crit.
It's not specifying here on the roll on my sheet right now. I can go double check it, but if you want to just pass by it really quickly.
Yeah, I'll just keep moving.
Okay, well, it's an extra 3 damage on top of it. And I'll add 3.
Well, it says you can use one of the following Blade Flourishes. So is it a defensive or a slashing?
It's a Blade Flourish. Oh, no, sorry.
No, Blade Flourish is
defensive.
the name of the ability, but the types of flourishes are defensive or slashing. Or
that was my bad. It's defensive. I was looking at the wrong thing. Defensive. My bad.
So you add the die. Okay. Use your Bardic Inspiration. Cause the weapon deal extra damage. So it's 2d6, not 1.
Okay.
The damage die, also add the number to your AC. Wow.
Wait, so does it double my... I'm going to guess it doesn't
2d6.
double my AC. Yeah, I rolled a 3 earlier on, so 8 altogether.
Oh, I see. There we go. And super dead.
Question, if I crit like that, does it double up on the AC? Because I'm guessing
Sure.
no.
No, I'm...
Yeah?
Cool with
Oh,
it.
crap. 23 AC. And, because I got an extra 10 feet, it took me 10, 5, I got 15, 25, 5, all the way 5 up to the next guy, and then I'm going to whack him again. With the bonus action. For a miss. And I'm not using the Blade Flourish on that one, because I forgot to click.
You there?
Okay. I'm going to use... Oh, I'm going to move first. I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on the guy ping here.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, but the D10 is a 2. So,
Don't you have, I thought you took agonizing.
I did.
Yeah, it doesn't count the charisma and the damage there. So it's +3, so 15.
Okay. I'll look into that right now.
It's okay.
Damn.
1d10 plus charisma. 8. I've seen it do that to other sheets too, where it just disappears.
Yeah.
Alright, dead guy. And then Rhea, she lets out a battle cry. And sad, I think. Can't make it. Speed 30. As she runs, you see she drops her longsword, leaving it trailing on the ground behind her. She reaches under her cloak and produces a heavy crossbow, which she then fires at the one straight ahead.
Well,
It misses. Zarian.
All right. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess on the other side of this guy. I will drop my warhammer at my feet and take out a javelin and chuck it at this guy right here.
That's a hit, although dueling wouldn't apply.
Yeah,
You toggle it back on, but now.
Yeah, if I don't toggle it on, then I have to click it every time I make the warhammer strike, which is like
No,
the same
I get
thing.
you. I do.
I don't know which one to do.
I have dueling on a cleric. All my healing spells deal 2 dueling damage.
Yeah, I had that with
just
Cure
ignore it.
Wounds earlier.
All right.
Yeah,
Else?
if I don't put it on there, no, that's it. That's it.
Cool. The guards. They have friends. A friend. My friend. Oh, you have like super high AC right now.
yeah, 23.
I didn't make it.
Why not? They're
Oh,
gonna give it their old college try. Look at that. Look at it. So close.
Oh, so close. Yeah.
All right. Azimus.
Okay, I have my spiritual weapon attack this guy.
Nope.
Wow. Okay. Sacred Flame on that same guy. He's got to make a dex save.
I was waiting for your roll.
Oh.
All right. So he takes 5.
All right. And
Hell.
then, I'm just going to run up a little bit.
Italian.
Right. I'm going to attempt to finish this guy off. Oh,
Oh.
so that's the thing.
This guy here at the bottom,
Yes, sir.
that's the one you shot.
Uh-huh.
This guy.
Yeah, so that's I'm going to try to finish him off. He's a red dot on him, right?
He is dead.
Oh. Was that the exact amount needed?
He was at 1, yeah.
All right, cool. That did something.
I would imagine like killing someone with 1 point of damage would be equivalent to like shooting them in the foot and they jump up and grab their foot and go, "Oh, my toe," but then they trip and die. Like it's I don't
But yet, I scraped.
You say you had
Anywho.
sharpshooter?
I didn't hit him with sharpshooter, no.
Scimitar to the guy right directly. And then the bonus action. The same. Does a 15 hit?
Does not.
Does not. Okay, that's me then.
You there.
All right. Another Eldritch Blast against this guy right here on the ping. Whoops. I'll ping him once I. Not so much that time.
Okay. Aurelia is, well, she's already got a crossbow out. She's just going to use Zarian.
All right. I will, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hits me right there. So I will pick up my Warhammer before I run that far. And hit him with that.
Okay. Hit for 10 will kill him.
And that's it.
The last guard. Gonna give Constantine a poke. No, he's not.
He just misses. Well, not just misses.
As a miss.
Going to spiritual weapon.
Uh,
15.
It is a miss.
All right, another sacred flame. Pow pow.
Okay.
1.
He takes it. He goes, "Oh, that's really bright." Alien?
I'm gonna do the thing.
Hit.
I'm not
Alright.
missing
Come on.
more, boys.
That's a hit. Still up.
Wow. All right, that's me.
Finish him. Up, that'll do it. And down he goes.
Alright.
And with that, it is silent in the courtyard. All of the guards have been dead. Have been killed. And you have access to the house. Next week when we come back. Then you can access the house.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That's right. You gotta leave them hanging. Alright, thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. And hopefully I see you next time.